We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Washington Commanders. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he returns this to the 22.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. You look at this Buffalo defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit at covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
2nd and 10, Howell. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Yeah, I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Howell, he'll look to throw it. That one downfield for Dotson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. Back deep for Buffalo is Nyheim Hines. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Hines now on the return. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
At their own 44-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now a man in for an expanded role in 2023. It's James Cook. And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Commanders is much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. It'll be a gain of 5. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Play action. Now it's Allen. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Well, let's be honest about the whole thing. When you're looking for a reliable set of hands on 3rd down, the first thought is often not fullback. But that's who they turn to. And
a loose football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked through. But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. To throw, it's Allen sliding out of the pocket. Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
A catch and a first down from Stephon Diggs, one of the league's most consistently excellent receivers. Third straight season with over 100 catches and a near-career best of 11 touchdowns as well.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. He's already put it on the ground once in this first half. There, no gain, just struggling to get going.
Yeah, and what he needs right now, a dose of confidence, which means his guys have to chop a hole, the big one for him, give him a chance to run a little bit and gain some of that confidence back. He didn't get it on that carry.
On second down, Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Bills are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage.
Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. On play action, Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On play action, Allen. Over the middle, complete. It's Cook. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up second down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal performance.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. On first down, right back to Gibson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. You look at this Buffalo defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And I think with as good as their coverage is, and they're also excellent tacklers, they try to keep things in front of them and either make the tackle or you have to run out of bounds because there's nowhere to go. They'll let them dink and dunk all day long.
Here's Howell. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Howell now to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, that's the down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give.
He's got him in, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And Howell will throw it. Finds his rookie tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Another throw for Howell. This to the tight end, Kincaid. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Howell. To the right side here, caught by Kincaid. Touchdown! Dalton Kincaid with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Commanders have cut it back within a score.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll make our score 14-7. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
On first down, Allen. And incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And now it's second down. Throwing now is Allen, escaping the pressure right. That is complete downfield to Knox. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10. Now Allen. And that is incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now a second and 10. Here's Allen. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
That was a nicely run slam route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin, and the Commanders are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
16 yards to the 16 and a first down. Cook up the gut. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
down.
James Cook, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Bills have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they've wanted to attack.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Bills 21, Commanders 7.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
First and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to... Oh, it's complete. A diving grab there by Brown. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down.
And leads with third down.
Now Howell. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. So after the INT, it's Allen. On the slant, he's got Davis. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Alert, alert, alert.
Here's Allen to throw it. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Now Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Intercepted. The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They'll go play action. Powell. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. An excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Intercepted. The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Howell. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Howell, he'll look to throw it. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And now here is another interception. Rasul Douglas picks it, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Here's 2nd and 10. To the air, Allen. And he will find his man, Samuel. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And returns it right back to Samuel. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be second in a couple. And quickly they get to the line. Washington now going to stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. Now Allen again. Flushed out right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Well, no surprise to anyone who watches the NFL there. Remember, Josh Allen, 7 touchdowns on the ground last year, added 1 more in the playoffs. In fact, the active leader in touchdowns by a quarterback with 39 coming into 2023. The big horse rides again.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Five wide. Here we go.
Allen now on first down. Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
There's a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Allen. Flush to his right. Open man is Samuel, complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. This offense throughout this game, they've been in rhythm, they've been sharp, they've been on it, and they pick up another first down there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Alert! Out. Where's that?
Allen going to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. picked off by Quan Martin. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Howell. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat, brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring. And each guy that walks in that plays has to act like he's knocking the ball free. They want those instincts created. They want them to think about that all the time, and that's what they try to preach.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Up the middle, it's Cook. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild. And here's another completion for good yardage.
Getting the ball is Cook running left. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
He'll air this one out deep for Davis. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you've certainly got to be on your toes defensively when you're facing Josh Allen. He can hit you from any angle. He's got arguably the strongest arm in the business, and he uncorks a deep one here. But that one falls incomplete.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Allen now looks to throw. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
1 1st down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. Hamler now on the return. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Commanders will take over, but backed up deep in their own territory. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, and that's kind of how it's gone for them so far. That was a ball they need to get back in this game. A quick strike, a big play. But he led his guy too far, and it winds up over his head.
The throw over the middle, taken in. Now inside the 25. Jahan Dotson, touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Commanders get a bit closer. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no thought of a return here for Hines.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Alert! Alert! Alert!
Throwing now is Allen. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was the tight end. A give. This is Cook. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd and 6. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, hey, they just do that all the way downfield. Ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. 68 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs, 33 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Commanders 14.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Powell, another throw on second down. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. Now he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there, they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And once more, Howell back to the air. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 45-yard line. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line. Howell now to throw it. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Howell looking to throw again. This will be caught by Brown. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On second down, a run with Gibson. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Throwing here, Howell. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches. Now we got whistles before the snap. Looked like one of the Commanders jumped. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. Here's Howell. Back to Gibson and another catch for him. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. Off play action. Allen going deep for Diggs. And he's got it inside the 10. A big play here for Buffalo. 53 yards.
1st and goal at the 7-yard
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now Allen. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Commanders are right back in this football game.
take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Howell throwing on 1st down here. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And he's going to be taken down right there at the 27-yard line.
It's a gain of 20. And the Washington 1st down.
On 1st down, Howell. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
That's good for a Washington Commanders. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Howell to the air on 1st and 10. Throw left side to Kincaid. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Another throw for Howell. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Brings up 2nd and 20 at the Bills' 30-yard line.
And Howell will throw it. And his throw is incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Micah Hyde, and the Bills are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way.
Allen hit. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone to the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback. On
play action, Allen. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The Bills on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Escaping the pressure right. And complete right side to Cook. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Shrugs him off. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. This is 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here comes 2nd down. Howell from the gun. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage. And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Fourth down, 10 yards to go. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. They'll roll him out right. Touchdown, Bills! Stephon Diggs. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Commanders 21.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You'd have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now 2nd and 9. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
That's good. For our Commanders, first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now they go play action with Howell. There goes a deep ball. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Howell. To the right side here, caught by Kincaid. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And this is caught at the 8. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Commanders, first down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
It's Howell with another throw.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Howell. Quick hitch, complete. It's Gibson. Touchdown! Antonio Gibson with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Commanders are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Commanders 28.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. So Allen's going to look to throw. Rolling to his right. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, it wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. They were looking good on second down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Here's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea